is not her only claim to fame. She also has a very special joy to boast this day, for her daughter, Jackie, is a brand new member, by the way. She showed her fine young talent as an athlete on the court. Of the sports arena in Lincoln, Jackie's really quite a sport. She's York's first girl all-stater in the game of basketball, and HH is proud to claim her. She makes us all stand tall. Judy Jacobson's a busy one. Always cheerful is her rule. She's a Brownie leader, busy mom, and runs a nursery school. As a teacher of preschool children, she has that special touch. She's A's past president and helped to organize this bunch. Ruth Robson is vice president. She teaches and has sons, 4 of them to be exact. She's also been the one to organize the charter group. Our thanks, dear Ruth, to you, for without your help and guidance, we'd know not what to do. Our famous person is Meg Brink. She heads NARC, N-A-R-C. To help our special citizens, she's often on TV. Meg lives in a most prestigious house, the place where Chapter A was founded 92 years ago on St. Valentine's own day. Donna Lotion is multi-talented. She sews and writes her minutes and loves antiques and cooking in her kitchen when she's in it. The York General Hospital's gift shop is blessed with Donna's help. As a buyer, she has chosen clever gifts for every shelf. Beth Lucas has small children, so her training as a teacher comes in quite handy, we would think, when her children say they need her. She plays guitar, likes books and music, and 'twould certainly be fine if she could pursue these interests, but when does she have time? We have a school board member who does her job so well. Jane Thompson is our treasurer on the books she oft must dwell. She's also a registered nurse, one of several in Chapter A. Jane's the head of in-service training. She puts in a very full day. The Chauffeur of the Year award should go to a Welsh named Jan, for though music is her forte, she's a prisoner of a van, in which she hauls 5 children and their friends most every day. You'll see her out in rain or shine, going merrily, miserably on her way. As the corresponding person, Susan Cox needs lots of stamps. She teaches at the middle school and also loves her plants. Susan has at least 100. She boasts a real green thumb. They hang and bloom throughout her house. Her misting's never done. York County's extension clubs have a very able leader. She does ceramics, likes to bowl, and sings in Mother Singers. HH has selected for chaplain our sister Eleanor Moore. In order to even see her, one must camp right at her door. There's a special teacher in Bradshaw. Lou Wiley is her name. As the chapter's guard, she will make sure we're entitled to remain. Lou likes to sew and work with plants and loves her country home. She's waiting for that special day when her masters will be done. We have a group of Gresham gals with boundless energy. Nurse Christy Sheely is the mom of a brand new legacy. She recently moved from a trailer to a newly remodeled house, and she tells us it was lots of work for Christy and her spouse. Lois Burt, who teaches, has 2 girls you'd like to know. She's very proud of Deb and Barb. They're also PEOs. And Jenny Romar makes us laugh. She has 2 live-in sons. Names are blank. Named John and Bob. Her laundry often numbers in the tons. Jenny's daughter Julie is in college at the U and reigned as Job's International Honored Queen in '76. She, too, has joined us on this day as a member of our chapter. We hope she and Jackie, as PEOs, will live happily ever after. And now, on this special April day, our thanks to all of you for sharing in this happy way the joy we feel. It's true that although we'll always cherish our love for Chapter A, HH has a bright new future. It begins this very day.
So now as we think about our founders and our founders of PEO and our HH founders, it's obvious that there's more than 100 years that have separated these legacies, but yet these ladies have very much in common. We had homemakers and teachers and social activists as our charter members too. But more importantly, our founders built PEO with friendship as the cornerstone, and like them, our charter members have also have always guided and have been their source of encouragement and support for us. They have made us passionate about our mission to promote educational opportunities for women, and they exemplify the objects and names of our sisterhood that we affirm every meeting. We can be proud and grateful for the 7 teenagers who founded PEO, but wouldn't they be proud of the 13 wonderful women that started Chapter HH? So, we're going to be 35 years old in April, and so we've had an awful lot of fun going through. Anna went through the President's Box for me, and I'm going to pass this picture around to you so you can see where we got the ideas for the clothes. So that's pretty interesting. There's the organizational minutes from each of those meetings that I talked about is in here. It was so interesting to read those. Here is our dispensation if you wanted to see it. I would like to know who had the beautiful handwriting that wrote the request for consent for all of our members. And then we also have our bylaws. And the first couple of books, Donna has 13 books. She's been a historian since the beginning of our chapter. And I think we had so much fun going through those books. I think it would be fun for the next year, since it's our 35th year, to just bring a couple of those books to every meeting, and because there's too many of them to go through all at the same time. But so that's kind of where we're at with that, and I think we need to give our founders a Now, can you tell us who wrote the poem?
Well, was it Jan Welch or was it Eleanor Moore?
Eleanor, did you write that poem?
No, I didn't.
Jan Welch.
Jan Welch did that? Okay.
I'm no poet.
And do you have anything else you'd like to share with us about what those meetings, were you guys just like, were your husbands like ready to shoot you by the time this was over?
Well, you know, all of our husbands had to babysit a lot.
Yeah, you all had loved to
And
small
it was
children.
like, again, you're going again. But we all made sure that we needed Chapter A leadership, because that was really huge. To ask to lead that chapter, and it was the only chapter in York and had been since they organized. And it was just so large. And we are to the point where we are really large too. And so we were so careful. You could only ask so many based on membership to go.
Oh, is that how that works?
And you sort of knew we needed some varied ages of people, right? You know, to go. And that we could take a couple daughters in. So they were very gracious about it, and we really tried to involve them a lot. You know, we decided on a little invitation that went out to Reciprocity and other chapters and state people, that it was a birth announcement for Chapter A, that they were giving birth to our chapter, because we wanted them to feel like such a part of it.
Here it is right here.
And we were all
Well, and you had a lot of meetings with
So we
Chapter
went-
A people. I mean, I saw that they invited you to their BIL, and you invited them to the first one, and you had a birthday party after your first year. You did an awful lot to nurture that.
One thing that we were really surprised, we sent invitations, as Susan said, all over. And we had, oh my, we had it at the Methodist Church. And I can't tell you how many, but we had a dinner at the country club and afterwards. And there was hardly room for everybody to be there.
a lot of state people.
And the majority of these people said, we've never, ever been invited to something like this before. So it hadn't, I don't know, I guess chapters have just,
How did they do it before?
I don't know, I have no idea.
22.
But
Here's
they
22.
were all just so pleased to get to come because it was something new to them.
27 pages. 27 pages are filled in.
And
How many?
27.
remember what chapter A gave us
Yeah.
as the tip? I don't know why they remember that.
I
Why?
don't know, but I think didn't Tom calligraphy the name tags, and didn't he do like 147 tags?
Oh, I think so, you're talking.
So, yeah, so we had 150-some people. I don't
Yeah,
remember what
I
the
think-
gift
I think
was.
that's right.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
gave us that really beautiful white linen tablecloth to use on
Oh,
our tables.
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
right.
It is beautiful.
Chapter 8.
It's got the initiation stuff.
Yeah.
It's with all the initiation
With all the
stuff.
initiation stuff? Oh, okay.